In today's society, a lot of people do not know what type of research Google is good for. So I'm here to tell you what it is good for. Your first question should be, can you find a source, a reliable source correctly? My answer would be, yes, you can, by using Google Scholar. Frank, a writer from the Library of Antiquity, explained how Google Scholar works, and it shows where it was published, who it was written by, and how recently the topic has been cited. Um, Kevin from YouKnowIt.edu was an author that made "How Can I Tell If a Website is Reliable?" And he talked about 4 different ways that you can figure that out. You had author. You need the author, the date, the source and domain, site design, and a writing style. But of course, it can still be reliable websites that do not include all these different qualities. So we're gonna start with the author. I'm gonna explain author. I'm gonna explain all the different topics. So we're gonna start with author. If the info on the internet has an educated author, that's one indication that it's reliable. Then with the date, a website having a date also lets the researcher know that if it's recent article or older. So if you're doing like an older topic and it's like the same type of situation, like a court trial or something like that, you need to know this is not a new one, this is an older one, or this not an older one, this is a new one. So the date will be very helpful for that. Sources. If a writer from an article has sourced explaining how he got his info, that also indicates a credible source. So back with domains like .com, .org, and .net can be credible, but these are purchase websites by companies. So although they can be credible, you might not want to use those because the companies can just put their own little input and it can be opinionized. So to avoid that, you can either look more into the website or look more into the topic and figure out for yourself if the website helpful, or you can use a .edu website or .gov website. .edu is for educational, so mostly a lot of schools use that if they made a website. .gov is for the government. A non-credible source would be Wikipedia, but although Wikipedia will not be a non-credible source, it is credible for a lot of information because it still can be accurate because it is an encyclopedia. But I say that it's not credible because anybody can go into Wikipedia, you see right here, and edit, and anybody can just change this. This is the edit page, the article, history. You can sign in. If you sign in to create your own account, that's how you know that that's where you can just go in and change a lot of stuff. So a lot of people say Wikipedia is good, and that's true because with Wikipedia, you get your foundation, your base for your topic that you're researching. So if you use Wikipedia, you'll figure out like so if you go in here, you look up something and they bring it up. So now you got like your head on right, like okay, you got this and you got that. But then you can go to different websites to figure out was Wikipedia right or was it wrong. So basically you just want to use Wikipedia as just like a start of your research. Another example is Ask.com. Ask.com is Ask.com is a blog website, so you go in there, you just click on, you go in there, you just go to the search bar, you type in a question, and thousands of people will answer and reply. So that can be opinionized or not. So you can use your head and figure out if that's what you want to use. Although it might be right, but that wouldn't be something you want to use for a college paper. Hopefully, I taught you how to do proper research and taught you well research and gave you a little heads up on what to use and what not to use. So thank you for your time.